Let's look at a late West Coast game, though, at 11 o'clock Eastern. This one's interesting. Arizona at Oregon State. And talk about slow down teams. Oregon State also one of the 50 or 60 slowest teams in the country out of 362 college basketball teams. So on the surface, it might be tempting to take the 18 here. And by the way, the early money came in surprisingly, in my opinion, on Arizona. It went from 17 up to 18 today. Looks like it might even hit 18 and a half, but I would actually disagree with that move. Does not look like a spot in which Arizona needs to blow anybody out. They have a huge game on Saturday at Oregon in this two-game road trip. They're coming off back-to-back home wins against USC and UCLA, back-to-back games there. So you got to figure if they're going to let it up a little bit, this might be the spot. And Arizona likes to play fast. They're one of the fastest teams in the country. So I do think Oregon State can slow this game down a little bit, maybe and hang. If you want to play maybe a first half wager, that could also be an option here because I do worry a little bit that the game could get away from Oregon State. And last year, when these teams played at Oregon State, it was a 12-point game. They covered the plus 15, but they did get blown out by 32 at Arizona in the rematch. By the way, Oregon State coming off back-to-back blowout losses at Utah and at Colorado last Thursday and Saturday. Thin air and altitude 2 out of 3 days. Very difficult spot, and they shot below 33% in both games. So I would not disagree with the under tonight. And we have seen some money come in on the under in this game. Opened 150 down to 148 and a half. So I think the under is worth a look. I would lean to Oregon State as well, plus the 18, just because I think if they slow it down, they can maybe stay within the big number. And once again, if they slow it down, that helps the under also. So I do think Oregon State and the under are somewhat correlated in this game at 11 Eastern tonight on Thursday.